There is no building more romantic or more tragic than the wonder that is the Taj Mahal. On June the 17th, 1631, Mumtaz Mahal, the wife of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, died while giving birth to her 14th child. So in response to the death of his wife, Shah Jahan created one of the most famous buildings in the world, the Taj Mahal, a vision of paradise on earth. The power of the Taj Mahal comes not just from its symmetry, but from its simplicity, all in dazzling white. Simple, abstract decoration was used in keeping with Quranic scripture. This lack of ornamentation is perhaps part of the palace's power. It took 20,000 people 20 years to complete the structure. Its white marble is inlaid with 28 different types of precious and semi-precious stones. The Taj Mahal is said to be the finest example of Mughal architecture, a style that combines elements of Indian, Persian, Turkish, and Islamic influences. In the nearby Red Fort, the final tragic episode of Shah Jahan's life was played out. The great emperor became ill, suffered a stroke, and this provoked a ruthless power struggle among his 4 sons. The son who prevailed killed his 3 brothers and imprisoned his father, Shah Jahan, in the Red Fort. Shah Jahan's great empire had been reduced to the area of his courtyard, and he would stand looking out at the great mausoleum he had built for his wife. It is said that if Shah Jahan hadn't lost control of his empire, he would have built himself a mausoleum opposite that of his wife. His Taj would have been clad in black marble to match the white marble of the Taj Mahal. As a mark of grief and loss, the Taj Mahal has never been equaled. It remains one of the most romantic and timeless places on Earth. We're about to witness one of the most mysterious wonders on Earth. It's the largest work of art in the world. So vast, in fact, you can only see it from the sky. And it's even been suggested it was made by aliens. The Nazca lines, high up on a plateau in Pampas de Humana, Peru. Images carved into the very ground of the Pampas. These pictures are huge, but they're not visible or even apparent from the ground. You have to take to the air in a balloon, plane, or helicopter to see these dramatic shapes. They must be some kind of message, but it's a message we can't understand. This extraordinary figure, thought to be an astronaut by some. Who is he waving to? What does all this mean? The whole landscape is crisscrossed by puzzlingly straight lines. They go everywhere for mile upon mile upon mile. It's like flying over an airfield. How were these huge designs laid in the landscape up to 2,000 years ago by a people whose history is now lost? Back down to Earth, all over the terrain are reddish boulders, brought here through the action of glaciers thousands and thousands of years ago. The Nazcas move the stones to expose the gypsum underneath, creating a different texture, a different color to the boulder-strewn land around. A simple but brilliant manipulation of the landscape. The lines have survived centuries because Nazca is one of the driest places in the world, and its remoteness has saved these fragile works from the destructive tendencies of modern man. But the mystery surrounding these astonishing creations remains. What could they have been for? Why on this vast scale? How could the artists have seen their finished masterpieces?